Good day, everyone, and welcome to session recap, 21st of August 2017. And my name is Nenad. So today, as always, always on Monday, our session recap webinar. Let's see what we can trade, what possibly we can profit from. So today is a bit volatile day for some currencies. For some other currencies, is not. As you can see, euro dollar. Well, unfortunately for previous week, we had some losses, including euro dollar, but you can easily see that I was a bit right about euro dollar, that it will be bought on dips, because definitely euro dollar is in uptrend. That temporary downtrend was a little bit extended, more extended than I thought it to be, but at this point, definitely we have some nice uptrend going. And if you remember my analysis from Friday, I said that buying the dips on euro dollar is possible, and we see that basically euro dollar has been rejected. So now, before we begin, as always, first there is disclaimer. So CFD and Forex trading are leveraged products, can result in losses that exceed your deposits. And this video is not part of the .co.uk website, but the globalnews.com website. And please read the full risk disclosure on Admiral Markets' main web address. You have a full risk disclosure. Patience is the key to trading success, so always be patient and wait for the setup to happen. Always. Rules and setups. Give price a breathing room. You can enter within 15 pips of the predicted level if it's in agreement with your system. We call these zones POC or buffer zones. Use scaling in if you wish, and don't forget that you do your own trade and money management. Respect your stop loss always. Add a spread to your stop loss, even if you trade via ECN at 2 to 5 pip spread depending on pair traded. We take only one position, so it's either positional or alternative trade. The only exception to the rule is if we, let's say, manage to get into breakout setup or scalp setup. So both breakout and scalp setups can be traded along with either positional or breakout trade, okay? So that is important for you to know also. First touch of the zone is the most profitable. That is why we are focused on the first touch of the zone. So when the price hits the zone, we either buy or sell. Depending on time and volatility, we use profit stop after 20 pips, but not less. Session recap setups are valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. Pay attention to my Twitter updates. And don't forget that scalp trades should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. All these trades are calculated by historical levels and Camarilla. And the term pips pool, okay, is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. Okay, now this is the message from Navin. This isn't the question, but I haven't been to your webinars all summer, but I have been keeping up with your work. I've learned how to correctly analyze the markets, and I have made $15,000 this summer. I've been scalping on 1 minute chart, drawing support resistance on 5 minutes. Wait for important support resistance, enter, and target 1 hour chart. Yes, that was, I'm very glad. Really, this is awesome, and I'm very, very glad to hear that. And yeah, multiple time frame approach really works, and definitely it works a lot. You know, guys, that I'm a bit of multiple time frame trader, always watching hard time frames. And yeah, I mean, that is what we should do, definitely. So yeah, I'm very glad to hear that. And here is what Naveen is saying, and he's saying, thank you for taking me from an experienced to profitable trader. So glad, Naveen. Really, it's my pleasure. Really, I always appreciate these comments, and this is what I really like to see. And it always makes me happy to see these kind of things. Really, this is great. Okay, so let's move on past week results. Well, I personally, past week regarding session recap for me, I managed to come up on break even, but it was hard because some positions were in a loss. Uh, I received some messages from traders that they actually kept dollar yen trade from 110.30, and they were patient enough not to put tight stop loss, but rather like 80 pip stop loss, and they managed to grab a lot of pips. But some of trades that I wanted to see in profit actually for me turned into a loss. For example, I made a loss on euro dollar and I made a loss on pound dollar. I made some nice pips on Australian dollar. On dollar yen, I had a loss, but as I say, some people actually made money on that. Euro yen was a good trade. I actually took two positions on euro yen, but it doesn't matter. The second one was mostly scalp trade. First one was positional trade. I closed it for 40 pips. Yeah, but yeah, the results were mixed. So what happened, I will show you now. Yeah, Rex is saying H1 for him is the best for intraday trading. I use also H1. Honestly, I know how to scalp, but I don't have time to scalp 1 minute time frame. I really have more obligations than just to trade the price and a lot more work to do. So it's hard for me to be focused on 1 minute and scalp successfully. So that is why I'm sticking to 1 hour and well, occasionally 4-hour time frame, making some intraday swings. I might drop also lower to do some scalp swings, but mostly I trade 1 hour as I show on my analysis. Yeah, Mohammed is saying he's hoping that we will smash this week. Yeah, let's see. This actually happened for euro dollar. You see, I mean, I was pretty sure that euro dollar is in uptrend. And I know that I've been criticized from other traders and analysts. I mean, criticized. There is no place for a critic because everyone can make money on shorts and longs if they enter a correct position. But let's say that a lot of traders told me that how can I go long because euro dollar would go to 1.50, 1.16 and 1.15. And I said, I always trust my own guns. It doesn't matter. I made a loss, but I was right. I mean, euro dollar is bought on dips. But now I will show you that later on 4-hour and daily time frame. Actually, the retracement was not just on 1-hour time frame. This retracement was on higher time frames. And because of that, we actually took a loss on euro dollar trade because this retracement happened not just on 1-hour time frame, but actually it happened on also on higher time frames. That is why it was a deeper retracement. But then again, I said on live trading webinar, go long at 1680, and at least if you took the trade from live trading webinar that I made, you could have made nice amount of pips. So once more, guys, for all of you who are trading here with me and with Admiral, Monday session recap is valid from today up to early Wednesday. And on Wednesday, I have a live trading webinar. So setups that I present on Wednesday are valid from Wednesday till early Friday. Okay? So basically what I'm trying to say is if you took, let's say if you had taken my euro dollar long, you should have made nice profits. That long was initiated not here, but on Wednesday, live trading. Here we had a loss because the retracement happened on higher time frames. And I spotted it correctly, and that is why I put an entry on Wednesday live session. Again, I went long on euro dollar 1650 to 1680 was the zone, And actually, you see how the zone was respected to the pip and the price went up. Pound dollar ranging again. Now we have some pattern that I don't like that pattern, and I actually made the analysis with Forex Empire today. That is megaphone pattern. It's broadening bottom, and I will show you that later. It's nasty pattern, and I don't like it. And last time on GBP dollar, our buy position also went in a loss, because you see here we went into a buy position. It went nowhere but down. Australian dollar was good. Actually, that is a rare occasion that Australian dollar is so much profitable. And here you see Australian dollar 79.10, sell 79.60 was stop, but it was not initiated. Actually, we had a buy set up here, 78.10 to the pip. Very, very, very good rejection. And Australian dollar was the trade of the week, providing huge amounts of possible pips after the RBA meeting minutes. So we had some nice trades on Australian dollar. Yeah, I see a lot of comments. I will go through the comments just after I finish this recap for previous week. Dollar yen also was good. Dollar yen basically was good only from this spot, 110.30 for traders who made 70, 80 pip stop or who placed their stops above this level. Because if you did this, you'll see what happened later. So again, dollar yen was overextended. My primary position went into a loss. It was a sell position from 109.95 here, and you see this extension here to the upside, even above 110.30. But then, wow, it was a big bang for dollar yen. It dropped almost 200 pips for a couple of days, and actually some traders took a loss, some traders took a win here, so mixed. Euro yen was a clear winner. Sell position was initiated here, then bang, the price went down. Even later, maybe some traders went into a short, placing their stops a little bit higher, and watch what happened with euro yen. So a bit, I can say straightforward price action from euro yen. Now questions, comments. Okay, James is saying, I'm new to trading, need a little help how to place pending orders. Yeah, I can show you that later, no problem. Harsh is saying, I tried 88.6, 78.6 levels on Fibonacci retracement for on Thursday and Friday. I got 20 times out of 23 trades, 23 trades. I'm amazed. Well done. Okay, so James, Harsh basically went into some nice nice profits from Fibonacci, my Fibonacci retracement. I mean, I have not made it up, of course, but those are my favorite Fibonacci numbers, and I always mention it, 88 and 78.6. Alex, do we expect more upward movement? Okay, let's see today's let's see today's analysis, and then I will go through more of your comments. Ahmed is saying, how do you do? Thanks, Ahmed. I'm pretty much fine. I hope that you are too, that you're very good too. Paul, hi, Nenad, Camarilla Pro is great. Thanks. You're welcome, Paul. Okay, you're most welcome. Paul has a Camarilla Pro indicator, indeed. Regs is saying, don't do binaries. I don't do, hey, Regs. Yeah, I mean, Harsh, Regs is saying that you should not do binary trading. I know it's a little bit gambling. I know some traders like it. Okay, euro dollar. I will continue buying the dips on euro dollar. I mean, until market proves me otherwise, my position will be 1750 buy with a stop loss of 1710. TP 1825, TP2 1880, TP3 1.9 1910. But I will sell around 1910 if the price gets there with a stop loss of 40-45 pips. Target possible 1850. Possible breakout 1856. But this is breakout to the upside, okay? So this should be, guys, this should be breakout to the upside, okay? This one. So possible buy breakout. Let me, possible buy breakout. Okay, so this is how euro dollar looks like. Here, this is 4-hour time frame. And again, guys, you can see how monthly and weekly Camarillas confluence respects these setups. Again, this is support now, monthly L3. And I'm still not sure that euro dollar has the strength to go to monthly H3. You should see the chart. This is euro dollar. You should see it. I mean, I'm showing it here. This is euro dollar 4-hour time frame. Yeah. So even here, guys, if you put a trend line, you see why I am long in euro dollar. I mean, euro dollar, despite the overextended drop, it's still bought on dips. And definitely this looks like a potential trade that can be a swing, because euro dollar at this time is pretty much supported. We also have a break of this inner trend line. You know what inner trend line is. I already talked about it in price action trading school. You see, I will zoom it in. So why did I say 1750? Well, 1750, 51st is the support that is natural support for currencies, and also institutions love it. Now, I might be wrong with 1750, because even this part here could be retested and euro dollar could go again to the upside. But I don't want to buy too low, so that is why I was saying 1750. Here you can see this was previous order block. A lot of order blocks here. This is the main order block, okay, for euro dollar. And definitely you can see how euro dollar was supported here. If it gets to 12.20, 12.10, I would go into a sales position here, because I think there are sellers, because historically it dropped a lot from 1910. It dropped for like 250 pips. So I think that it still could be sold from this level, okay, if it gets there. So I will be buying from 1750. 1910 is sell. Let's see what will happen first. And possible breakout of 1856. 1856 is weekly H4, and also it corresponds to previous sellers. So I guess if it breaks, it should go up, right? It's usually like that. Pound dollar, again, ranging, because we have megaphone bottom or expanded bottom, or how traders like to call broadening bottom. Those are same basically words for one simple thing, a megaphone pattern. I always call it megaphone, but just for the sake of, like, let's say, professional, using professional names, we can use it broadening top or broadening bottom. I also like to call it expanded top or expanded bottom. Pound dollar is, I made the analysis. You can read on it, read it on Forex Empire. But at this time, I think 29.70 sell, 28.15 is buy. And this is your GBP dollar. Now you see even on 4-hour time frame, it's very visible. This is broadening bottom, megaphone bottom, or simply a megaphone. Watch this. Very, very nasty pattern to trade. I particularly don't like to trade it, but I still think that pound dollar could probably be sold even from 29.40. But because I don't know when sell will start, I still have more confluence here. Order block 29.70, WL3, it's weekly L3, and EMA 89. Typo on pound dollar, yes, I will correct it. Okay. Yeah, it's 28. Thank you. I will correct this now. Yeah, so this is pound dollar. So megaphone, potential sell here. And yes, from the bottom of the megaphone, we could go up. So possible sell here, possible buy here. And this is how it looks. Australian dollar. Okay. Just to answer. Australian dollar is in uptrend. Possible buy 0.7880. 78.30 stop. TP is 79.70. Sell is 79.70. Stop 80.20. TP 78.75. Yeah, okay, I will go through your questions. Just let's see this Australian dollar. Yeah, a quick question because it's connected to this webinar. Paul is asking, do we always wait for close on 1 hour before entry? No, Paul, you trade the zone. So, for example, if you trade this setup, then your entry zone is 78.95, 78.80, and 78.65. We add buffer both sides because here this is Camarilla MACD. It's not just Camarilla. Okay, so we need to have the zone, and stop loss is always the same. So if you enter here and you want to trade, let's say with 0.5 lots, do not enter full amount. Divide it. It's called scaling in. So put, let's say, 0.2 at 78.95. If the price drops to 78.80, put 1.10. If the price drops to 78.65, put 0.1 more or 0.2 more. That way, you're actually scaling in within the zone. And if you lose, your losses will be lower, exponentially lower. So this is the setup for Australian dollar. Yeah, it's called scaling in. Here. Australian dollar, it has a trend line here, you see. I mean, we don't need to be perfect with these trend lines because everyone can see this. Even people who trade, let's say, couple of months and they know about trend lines. It's spotted by naked eye. But let's chart it. I mean, this is very obvious, right? So this trend line is here. Now, if we add another trend line, we still see a potential flag shape, right? Or pennant, whatever you call it. Well, from technical perspective, this would be probably a pennant, right? But either way, this is the pole. This is the pole, guys. The pole is what matters. It tells you that the pair is in uptrend, okay? That is important, very important. Some people call it pennant, some people call it flag. Generally speaking, from technical perspective, for me it's the same, but let's be precise. Pennant is this, right? Flag is this. So, but basically they both have poles, so that is what matters. It's the same question as whether a symmetrical triangle is this one or symmetrical triangle can be this one, right? So it's just a matter of technical perspective. From technical, as I say, from how traders name this, this is the flag. But you know, guys, if we see a consolidation, then this flag can turn into a pennant very easily. So it doesn't matter. It still tells us that the uptrend is there, and we see the pole. So 78.80 for me is buying spot, and that 78.80 corresponds to projected ATR low here. Now, if we zoom into 1 hour time frame, it's more visible. Okay, you see here historical rejection, also bullish order block, WL3, ATR low, daily L4, everything is within this region. And 79.70 is a sell, weekly H3, ATR projection high, and previous swing. Next is dollar CAD. 26.50 is a sell, 27.02 plus the spread is stop loss, 25.20 is TP, 24.60 is TP2, alternative buy 24.60, stop loss 24.30, TP 25.50, possible breakout sell 24.55, TP 25.20, and stop loss above last 1 hour high. So this analysis corresponds to my daily analysis that I published here. And yeah, maybe it's a typo for TP. I will correct it. Breakout. Yeah, it's 24.20. It doesn't matter. I will correct it. It's here. So you see, this is downtrend, one swing, second swing, and the price already broke this trend line after I posted the analysis. So if you traded the break of trend line, you would have made nice pips, because dollar CAD broke below the trend line here. So you could have made some scalps here at the break of 25, 80, 85. It went to 60. So for some scalping, the ATR is 80. You could have made 20 pips. So it's like a quarter of ATR. For scalping purposes, it was good. So yeah, this was it. Dollar CAD. And euro yen, it's in downtrend, 129.40 sell, 129.90 stop, 128.30 is TP, buy around 128.30, 127.90 stop, 129.25 is TP. Actually, I think euro yen could go up, and it's going up, so probably 129.40 will be hit before that buy entry. This is it. A lot of confluence here for selling. Now you see this is head and shoulders, and this is the first swing, this is the second swing, and here we have a trend line. So if it gets above this trend line, it could reject, but generally this is downtrend. But 1 hour is actually an uptrend, you see. So that is why I think it could go there before it drops. But yeah, this looks a bit bullish. Now it's at resistance. This is N pattern continuation. So this was it. Now, guys, you can ask questions, and let's see if you have questions for other pairs. And I will go through slides now. We'll wait for your questions. This is euro dollar. This is pound dollar. This is Australian dollar. This is dollar CAD. And this is euro yen. Navin is saying that yen pairs are very good for scalping. Yes, Navin, indeed. They are excellent for scalping. Question about dollar yen. Downtrend on dollar yen. You see price is again rejecting from weekly L3. This is the power of naked Camarillas. You see how price is rejecting from weekly L3. This is very, very nice, really. So, see here. I think that if it gets here, it could be sold. I would go with 109.83. So this could be a retracement. Yes, you see? So this could be a nice spot to go short. At this point, it rejects to the upside. Question about pound yen. Paul is asking, what did you change on cable? Nothing. Cable is, I haven't changed anything. I just corrected typo on dollar CAD. Paul, typo was on dollar CAD. Actually, sell is, target for a sell is 24.20, not 25, 24.20. Yeah, typo on dollar CAD. On GBP dollar, this is the slide. Maybe it was typo for some level, but this is corrected slide. Pound yen, again, it could go up. It's rejecting from weekly L4. And we need to see where it will probably reject. Now I'm doing fast analysis, trying to spot some confluence points. Yeah, probably here within this zone, you might expect some rejection, but 141.30 to, well, it's big, 141.90. The zone is big, but generally this pair is in downtrend. But it could go up because this looks like a potential N. You see, on 4 hour. So I think this will go up. before it drops. New Zealand yen. This is New Zealand yen. This was M pattern, and the breakout was not that strong. Now the price is trying to retrace, but it's very slow. You see, today's ATR is 40, and 14-day ATR is only 74. So very slow moving pair. I don't have anything particular to say about this. For me, this is untradeable. Dollar CAD is showing divergence, Guled is saying. Let's see. Yeah, there was a divergence here. I can see it here. And I think I already did the analysis with this divergence. So now it's trying to go up. But don't forget that if it goes up, we will be waiting there for a sell. Right? Euro Swissy now. It's trying to go up. This is some sort of V-shaped reversal or lean, potential leaned head and shoulders formation. So this could go up indeed. Let's see. Yeah, if it closes above daily H3, I think Euro Swissy will go up. But it needs to have a 4-hour close or 1-hour momentum close above daily H3. So big candle above H3, or at least 4-hour close. Next question is Euro GBP. Okay. Huge uptrend on Euro GBP. The price is getting close to resistance, so it might turn from this spot. 91.58. If it closes about 21.63, it can go probably here and there. I expect another rejection. Aravinda is asking if you can do a future webinar about your trading experience. How did you start trading? How did you survive? Yes, I can talk about it indeed. I might do it indeed. Mohammed is asking, can you check GBP ORI? Yes, sure. This is the GBP ORI. So head and shoulders here. This is bearish. Let's see if it will reject from here. If not, then probably the price will get here. Let's see if there is Fibonacci. Yeah, definitely. The price might get here. And even higher, 78 and 88.6. I don't know why it doesn't show up. I will add this. This is how you add Fibonacci levels. Okay. You see, this is how you add it. And here you have these lines. So yeah, this is the zone where it could go if it closes above daily H3. It could probably go here and then reject. Uh, New Zealand dollar. Marco is asking, okay. This looks like a inverted head and shoulders, bullish head and shoulders. Bit bullish for me. So the price still has more room to the upside. We have a trend line here, a bit steep. Yeah, this is steep trend line. But yet again, if it goes above this level, I think this is the target. Either way, this looks like buy on dips on New Zealand dollar. Indeed. Alex is saying, I have a problem accepting losses in my trades. What do I do to overcome, please? My advice is lower the leverage. Drop your leverage. Use lesser lot size, lower volumes when traded, and you should be okay. Ignacio, thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. Can you see the Bitcoin, please? Yes. Bitcoin had a big drop, then spiked. So you see how basically the price is volatile. This is bought on dips, but if it breaks this trend line, okay, if it goes below this 39.62, it will continue to drop. If it goes below, so it will proceed lower. Ragnar is asking, are you using fib extension? Well, particularly not in Camarilla MACD that I do. I don't need it. For wool waves I use, but for Camarilla MACD I don't do it. And gold, okay, this is gold. Looks bullish to me. The price might get here and start to reverse to the upside. So see, this is potential confluence. And if it breaks this trend line, if it closes above, I think it could go more to the upside. If you want information about Camarilla Indy, please send me an email. Lois is asking about silver. Yes. Silver. Bullish pattern. This looks also like inverted head and shoulders. Price might spike from this spot again, only if it breaks this trend line. Here, I think only then. So below 1685, it's bearish. Here, it could go still to the upside, but also spot this mini head and shoulders here. This is bullish, this is bearish. So this is basically a range bound action. Alex, he's saying that he's been trading demo successfully, but not on live. Because you should treat demo account as if you were trading a live account. So do not think demo as a demo. Trade demo as if you were trading live account. Ahmed is saying that he opened his account today. Great. And the last question is, okay, I will show Brent. Okay, no problem. Gold weekly is 2075. Yes. For gold, I'm not sure. So it can go up, but also if it breaks this trend line, then you can go short, but if it gets there, then you go long. Alex is saying that the overall trend has changed. Okay, I will finish with euro dollar, but I just want to show you Brent. So this is Brent. You see, price has been dropping. Here we see a trend line. For the rest of the day, if it breaks this trend line, it should drop. Yeah, this is what you should do. If it breaks below, then it should go more to the downside. But it needs to break this trend line. Again, this is weekly support, so from this spot it could turn to the upside. How do I know that the trend has changed? I always watch daily, 4-hour, and 1-hour, and I draw my conclusions. The retracement on 4-hour was deeper than I expected, and even there on daily, it broke through this monthly level. So it was a little bit, you know, like a stop grabber, but then it's okay now. So I always watch multiple time frames, daily, 4-hour, and hourly. What makes MACD indicator stand out of the crowd? I prefer MACD. I know how to trade with it. Maybe that's because of that. Okay, great. And the last question is from Paul. How do you know the over? No. Hey, big man, when you lock in profit, do you keep moving your stop to lock in more? Yes, Andy, I always keep moving it more. So from 20 to 30, from 30 to 40, and so on. Indeed. Thank you, Andy. I always move my stop loss, not just 20 pips, but sometimes I take 30 or 40 by using that technique. Can I roll slides? Yes. Bitcoin dollar is here, but it's still on demo account, so I'm not sure that you have it on live yet. But at least try to practice this. It's standard account. Yeah. Okay, so can I roll slides? Yes. Euro dollar, pound dollar, Australian dollar, dollar CAD, euro yen. And the last question is, how do I know that there is a fake pin bar? Guys, this is a scholastic example of a fake pin bar. Let's say that, okay, we will use, let's say, doesn't matter, we can use this one. So you see here, let's say this was the daily level here. If it goes up, then closes below with a big pin bar, bigger than this is a fake. So let's say that this is resistance. If it makes a pin bar like this and closes below, usually that's a fake. Thank you guys for listening. Again, don't forget to sign up for Wednesday live trading. I will be with you soon. I wish you to trade safe. Cheers, everyone, guys. Okay, so once more, people are definitely coming a little bit later here on this webinar. So here I'm fast with this. So please try to record it or take a snapshot. This webinar is recorded. It will be uploaded tomorrow on Admiral Markets YouTube channel. So I hope that you won't miss it. Thank you guys for listening. Cheers. Trade safe.